What is going on, everybody? We are back here on Talking Green with Frogo Green. I appreciate y'all for y'all support on the last episode with Maven, but today we have a new person. Let's see who he is. From Grenoble, France, in the French Elms, at a height of 6 foot tall, weighing at 330 pounds, Monkray! Great, it is good to have you with us today. Yes, Frogo, I am very grateful to be here with you. And for my friends that's watching through the screen, Monkray is here. This is not a part of the thing, like, what happened to your French, accent? I mean, I still have it. I can speak some French right now. Go ahead. Bonjour, mes amis du monde entier. Okay, we're gonna put what he said, in English. Yeah. And the first thing I want to ask is, would you say that you had one of the greatest debuts ever in Streets of your history? Because it was very hyped up. All right, let me explain. So my friends and my family back in Grenoble, they told me that I was getting signed. And when I first came into CJW, they showed clips of me during the matches. So a certain photo started going around, and I took out Josiah the same day, then Grinch followed. So then I took both of them out, and then Wolf had to suffer from the same thing. All right, I'll stop. Let me drop the accent. So then, why did they do that? What happened is I would attack the smaller guys, but they were also kind of mainstream at the time. So then when it came time for me to debut, for real, they said, how about you partner with Peter? And then that's when I saved Maven's butt like he said in the last interview. I went out, Peter did his thing, he did the chair shot to the back. We started beating the heck out of Steady. Originally, I don't know how many hits it was, but it was a lot. Then it was my time to come in. I went straight, clothesline and Steady, I remember, I think. And then beating a Maven as well, even though I helped him. But it was, different. Fans saw me and it was like, oh, when is he gonna debut? Everybody was hyped. It was one of the hype debuts. So it was like, come on, when are we gonna see him? So then when I came out and I did my business, it was like, wow. I just remember dragging Stay to the corner and squishing the hell out of his ribs. That's the first time I ever did that move. Moment alone, I always say that I had one of the greatest debuts. But that was the first time they see me. Now let me explain more about the actual match. Everybody knew Steady was big dog at this time. Me being in the same weight class as him and whatnot, I could face him. I could beat him. That's what the people saw. So then my debut comes. I have a mystery partner, and they didn't know that it was who I knew it was. That will eventually lead to me being in the same group as him. Some mystery man attack Maven ended up being Gabe. So then I made my debut, and Gabe's new too, but we went against two greats. On my first night, I really thought I was in the business for years, and we had a lot of chemistry. So me and Steady started brawling, and I dove on him, and that was one of the greatest moments ever. So yeah, it might be biased, but I would say I had one of the greatest debuts. Yeah, I do remember that dive, and then accidentally you and Gabe ended up teaming up, and then y'all ended up being in the same group where you play as the Enforcer. So my second question is, how did you play your role as the Enforcer for the Dark Order so well as you did? I'm not gonna lie to myself. Being an Enforcer was hard. I tried to put down everybody that got in the Dark Order's way, everybody, no mercy. I mean, most of the times it wasn't even people that I was beefing with. It was people that Gabe was beefing with, Barry and Scheming. But once they beef with them, they kind of beefing with me. So I had to do what I had to do. But it was never really no excuses. I just had to take out people. That was my job. I'm the bigger guy. We came together at Backlash. Gabe won the Ultimate title. Hero City was here, so we just stood by each other. I had to ensure that Barry and Scheming won the tag titles. That's where my Enforcer role started. Well, I was patient. I made sure that everybody around me was good. I got mine later on, but I made sure everybody was good. Yeah, you spent a lot of the time without a title while Barry and Scheming had it. And if I'm right, you interfered in a lot of matches to ensure that they retained after you made sure that they won, so you did a big part. Yeah, let me elaborate on that. We was dripping to go, but winning it wasn't the hardest. It's retaining it. So every night I went out there and made sure that we was always on top no matter what. I took a lot of pride in my job to make Gabe look strong, especially. It was fun just bullying people. The thing is, I balanced the Enforcer role by helping people win, and it was easy for me to play, because then sometimes, because I'm the big, strong guy, I could do whatever I want, attack everybody I want, no one won't do nothing. So what would you say that the enforcer role kind of was hard on you? Especially, even though I don't like to talk about it, what Lil Tig did to me. I know we're going to talk about it. July 10th, 2024, the worst day ever. Lil Tig actually pinned me. My theme song says, wake up, you are mine. So I had to wake up my mind at that point. I was like, there's no way I'm going to get pinned by someone half my size. And from what I remember from that match, I don't think anybody even interfered. He pinned me clean, but he was the only man to pin me. So I'm proud of that, but it's like he could have never pinned me. So then that's when I realized as an enforcer, I could still play that role, but then I had to kind of wind down and focus on myself. So I started going after other people. You did do that by winning the hardcore championship. So can I actually, when the other Dark Order members lost their titles, like Gabe and, Variance came in, how did you keep up by winning the hardcore title by making the group still look strong? Yeah, it was hard. It was bad seeing Gabe lose the title to Tig and then Variance came and losing it to Ty and Tig. But I held my own and won the title with a great match against Terrence. A great match. So then I went on to face the best, like the Ties and the Goofies, and it was pretty much amazing. And through there, I was trying to turn face. Yeah, you did turn face, which leads to my last question. Because I think you started turning face once the Purge started attacking you. So how was it to beef with the Purge? Probably one of the best storylines ever, but I still hate those guys. That's one group that got on my nerves. Hey, show the trailer while I explain. I mean, that Charleston to Johnson, transition was fire. But anyways, we won titles. We were on top. Then they wanted to turn heel, and then they want to be on top. Copy and paste to everything we did. They had to take me out, then surround the ring. I remember one match, a gauntlet match. I just took them out one by one, slowly, methodically. Then they thought they had the upper hand, so I took out Johnson, and Peter came with the save. And once Peter came back, we started going hella back and forth. They started interfering in our matches. We did the same for theirs. Oh, yeah, by the way, let me inform you about something. Get this, cameraman. They tried attempted murder by putting bags over our heads, and that's when I knew it was over. So leading up to War Games, we gave you and Jeremiah a lot of stress because we was brawling everywhere and anywhere. We didn't care. The lead-up was cool and all, but let's talk about the actual match. That standoff was something different. No disrespect to the Killpack, but we were the two factions on top, so seeing us fight it out, joy to the fans. We'll say that match, a lot of us had chemistry. I don't like Johnson, I don't like the group, but we had a lot of chemistry. In this match, there was so many spots where people were going through tables and people were in pain, and it was just an amazing match, but you know who came out on top at the end. But yeah, we made sure everybody put their claws up at the end. Yeah, Monkray, it was fun having time with you today. It's pretty fun, so I enjoyed your time. Thank you for the interview, but there's one thing I agree with you. It's Killpack. Guess I'll see y'all next time.